The first time I met Maurene Polley would have been 10 years ago, and I realized that she was a force to be reckoned with in her position as field hockey coach and athletic director. So I knew that she was a very important part of Ville-Marie Academy.
I think the first thing that comes to mind when I think of Maurene as a coach was that she was really fair. You always knew where you stood. She was almost like a living legend. You heard about her coming up through the ranks playing field hockey, and when it was almost when you walked on the field, you just knew that you were playing for somebody special at that point.
She's all about commitment and dedication, and she doesn't ask any more of her players than she gives herself. She was persistent in her wanting to teach the game properly, and she was persistent in wanting to get the best out of her players.
She would not accept inferior play, so if you thought you were going to move off a drill, you would have been better off if you just packed pajamas because you were staying till it was correct.
Maurene never quits. Maurene expects a lot from herself, and she expects a lot from her players. And invariably they deliver, because they respect her, they admire her, they want to play well for her and for themselves, and in the end, this all breeds a high level of success.
She has a formula for success, which she preaches from the very beginning, and it's simple. You're going to work harder than your opponent, you're going to be very sound fundamentally, you're going to hold yourself and those around you accountable, and you're going to pay attention to detail. And I think from the moment you step on the field until the moment you graduate, she says that to you, and we were successful because of it.
She has a drive that I don't know where she gets it. I don't know how she can be a coach for all these years and love something, love a sport that much, and still come out winning and being on top.
I always had the feeling that she didn't want to be anywhere else but on that hockey field with her players.
She has so much excitement in the game. She loves the excitement. She wants us to be excited to play, and those feelings of excitement really, I get enthused when I get to play.
I think as a coach, Maurene has an uncanny ability to draw out the best in each of her players.
Mrs. Polley was a positive impact in my life by just demanding the best out of me. She wanted me as an individual to be my best.
She sees, I think, potential in her players that they don't even know they have. And she brings out, I think, the very best with a lot of hard work. She demands a lot, but she gives a lot. So she's a great role model for the team in that respect.
Maurene is a role model to all of us because of her work ethic and because of her strong drive to do well, to do right, to be better. I believe that she believes that to be a better person, a better player, and a stronger leader are very important.
She can transform a young, inexperienced field hockey player into a very skilled, talented, college recruitable athlete by the time they're seniors at Villa.
I went there knowing like I was going to be playing for this amazing coach who knew the game, and even sometimes the rumors about how she might retire, I always thought to myself, oh, I hope she doesn't, because she's like Villa field hockey. When you think Villa field hockey, you think Mrs. Polley.
I think it's really important to recognize what she has done in field hockey, but I think her greatest contribution has been to women's athletics and what she has done in that program.
She is a unique soul that gets lost in her greatness, but she's everybody's best friend. She will have your back for life, and it's genuine. And I love that part of her.
It's important that we remember, as we look back over this 44-year career, that when she started, she was Coach Polley. She coached tennis, she coached field hockey, and she coached basketball. Whatever sport there was, when she began 44 years ago, she was the coach of that sport. So the program that has grown now to 14 sports, and with her leadership as the athletic director and the coach of field hockey, which is the sport of her choice. But I just think that it's an amazing career that she began, in whatever sport there was 44 years ago, it was Coach Polley who was coaching it.